Hey guys, Nandro here. This game is gonna be well, for once I'm actually not playing Dragon. I'm actually doing my dailies at the moment. This is gonna be Aegis Haven versus Storm Dragon. Alright, so I don't play Haven that often, so I kind of mulled a little bit greedy here. I I just basically didn't want to have him have Ayala on three and not be able to banish it. And I also kind of didn't want him to have like any one big thing because I know for me personally, from playing the matchup from the other side, that that generally Tribunal and Scripture are usually how you win that matchup. All right, so here I play Lyriel. It's important to note that I really don't want to use the Black and Scripture on anything else but Ayala, at least for the first 2 to 3 turns, just because Ayala is such a huge boon for him. Because unless I have Priest of the Cudgel, he's just gonna get free mana. And I'm not like the like super proactive like Storm version of this, so. All right, now here I use the scripture just so I can play the sacred plea. Um, there, let me pause here. There was slight contention towards me going Grimnir plus Evo, um, which to be honest was the better play because it's going into his turn five. I don't want him to be able to fervor for free and not get punished for it, but um, but I was kind of playing pretty patient because like my hand kind of supports playing a slightly longer game at the moment. So that's why I go ahead and let him do that for free if he has it. All right, so he does have the fervor, which is kind of bad for me because he still has two evos, and I don't really have a good turn for. So I go ahead and slam down the priest of the cudgel, so that way I can try and get him to evo. All right, now here this play didn't really make that much sense to me at first. Um, but he does go 4T Evo, put me to 9. Um, but my priest of the Cudgel can clear it up, which is nice. So I go ahead and Evo banish Forte. I go ahead and then throw down Grimnir for added insurance, as well as Angel of the Word. Now my hand is still pretty bad, but it is turn 7. Um, I'm in a questionable position. Like, it gets stable from here if he doesn't have additional storm targets, but he does go ahead and fervor to draw more, which in my opinion was kind of bad. But hey, all right. So he's on 9 mana here, which just telegraphed to me that he probably has Bahamut in his hand. So this next play is going to be kind of interesting. So so he is on 9 mana. Next turn is his Bahamut slash Grimnir turn, or possibly because he's already shown one, his Forte plus Erd turn in order to kill me from 9 HP. So what I want to do here is I really need to buy time, and I also need to stop getting hit in the face. So here, what I go ahead and do is I go ahead and throw down the test of strength early, without an Aegis in sight, as well as throw down the Tribunal. The reason why you play both of these is so that there's no way that he can possibly go over you. He can't just Bahamut away the board without losing his Bahamut for free and inviting me to do whatever I want to do next turn. He also can't Forte Erd me and kill me because I now have 2 wards on the board. Um, and it's just a good insurance turn because because he played pretty aggressively and and as long as I can survive the initial barrage, maybe draw a few cards because I do have a Sacred Plea in my hand next turn, as well as a possible Radiance Angel, I can probably pull out a win. Right. So I don't Evo the Angel of the Word here. The reason why I didn't is because I don't know if I'm going to have to evo anything else before I get my Aegis. And I've already used one test of strength, and playing Aegis without test of strength or without an evo is very dubious, especially versus a class like Ramp Dragon, especially this guy who's been playing aggressive. All right, now here I go Radiance Angel. There was merit to me going Sacred Plea and into Hollow Dogma first. However, I thought that the heal would be more important for me. Um, I do go Sacred Plea. I do go Hollow Dogma on the Sacred Plea. So that way I will be drawing 3 cards next turn, and if need be, I will have more answers. It was important for me to Evo here because most likely next turn will be my Aegis turn, and this way he's now in range of Aegis plus Evo, and I do have Themis in my hand, so he needs to be able to heal. All right, now here he goes ahead and shows me that he does have an Erd, um, and then he clears my board and leaves me in a very precarious state because he has 9 power on board. I can only clear up to I can clear not I can clear all 9 of it, but then I leave myself open to storm damage, or I can take a chance and play the Aegis. I take the chance and play the Aegis because his Sea Brown Dragon has 4 attack. The most he can do from hand if he doesn't have Forte Erd is 11 damage with Genesis. And because of the way he played earlier, it kind of leads me to believe that he only has a Genesis in his hand. Alright, so he plays the Forte, hits me in the face, with Seabrand. However, he does not have the Erd because he used it last turn. Um, so I stay alive. I go ahead and kill something, and granted, I really should have just Themis here because I was faster animations, but I was just like really excited that this gamble paid off. So I go ahead and BM a little bit, but yeah, and I go ahead and take the win. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave your comments and thoughts in the down below. I'll catch you guys next time.